Good whatever time it is. Good morning, 2 minutes to. Good morning, WTU. This isn't really an update as such. This is a question, a query to the wider community. I'm in the process of writing the crowd justice fundraiser page for Robert with the new company that represents WTU. Robert's raised a question. You'll see it in what I've written on the post. I've written in the crowd justice fundraiser page the following statement. I suppose this is what comes before it as well. According to their own statements, government have driven an ideological war waged against the community of people who believe in the many benefits, uses, purposes and applications of cannabis is a form of terrorism by their own definition, and attacks peaceful people of the CannaCommunity in the private sanctity of our own homes or our social gatherings, prosecuting us for our beliefs and practices in the many benefits of cannabis. Now, Robert has flinched at the use of the word terrorism. I've put in here the definition of terrorism according to the Oxford or the Cambridge Dictionary. Terrorism is a threat of violent acts for a political basis. Now, we're always told cannabis prohibition is a very political issue and it's a political policy, so therefore it's political, and we are threatened with violence. They threaten to smash our doors down, ransack our properties, take us to prison and remove our liberty. Now, if that isn't a threat of violence and terror, now I know one of our community, Philip Anthony Bevington, he's feeling pretty fucking terrorised right now. Why is he feeling terrorised right now? Because a corrupt CPS wants to take his home off him because he was growing cannabis to make his own life better. And they've got no evidence for the harms of cannabis. It's ripping me to pieces. So would you agree? I should have put a survey poll. Maybe I'll try and do that. Should we use the word terrorism? They are performing acts of terrorism against us. Or should we go with something like acts of financial discrimination and extortion, which are slightly less powerful as terrorism, maybe easier to prove perhaps, because we have people who are being told that if they pay they won't have to be prosecuted, or if they get a private prescription they won't be prosecuted, which is a form of extortion. And there's also financial discrimination. Hi to everyone. Sorry, I just get on a ramble and don't interact, because otherwise I lose my train. So the question is, and I'm not taking all control and ownership. I'm trying to write things the best as I can, and I can always edit afterwards. I've included, in fact, let me just switch the camera, and I can just show you. So here we have the back end of the crowd justice page that I'm having to write for us, build your page. And this is because WTU's got a new solicitor now. Well, not a new solicitor, but a new firm. Robert went to a new firm. So here we are. I've just written what we're who are WTU and what are WTU fighting for. So I've written a few things here, and you can read it. And I've put in our mission statement, which I'd actually forgotten to put in, which Robert reminded to me. Where's your mission statement, Phil? That should be in there. So there's our mission statement with a link at the bottom here to our website. Now bear in mind, if you haven't actually been to the website, I know we have the testimonials page, but you also, if you go to the home page of the WTU website, and I hope your computer's faster than mine. Come on people, we're on a live feed, move your legs, there we go. If you scroll down a bit, you'll pass my ugly mug, you'll find the WTU mission statement, and then on the mission statement, you get, in the shortest ever from myself, for definite, because once for sure I say a lot, in a couple of sentences, what the WTU is after. I am intending to change this bit here. I'm intending to remove this that and put any varieties, because that's irrelevant. So I know Winston Matthews for one wanted to have that question. That will be getting removed. I just haven't had the means and opportunity to do so. And that's our mission statement, and if you haven't seen that, go and read it. And then at the bottom of the mission statement, only so far technically we have 41 people who are undersigned, so we might have 5,700 people in our group, which if we flick around here I can try and take you, and you can have a little day inside Phil Monk's head, man. God, you don't want to be here for too long, I tell you. It is not nice. Anyway, it can be quite entertaining. Oh, they've changed it all around, so I don't know how to show you anymore. There we go, 5,700 members. There's actually more than that, specifically. But only 41 people have undersigned to our mission statement. So in some ways, we've only got 41 people undersigned. So I would encourage you, and all you have to do, your name, email, if you've got a website, stick your website in, and you get to make a statement there as well, about why you believe it's a human right, etc., etc. This isn't your testimonial, which is on a different tab up here. This is undersigning to the WTU mission statement. So someone here, it will come out, I'm fighting for the right to grow and use marijuana for far too long. It's been denied to us and we're here still fighting. It gives you a chance to add your voice and undersign to the mission statement. So it's not saying you're not undersigned if you're not on the statement, but it would be good to have all 5,700 odd people in our Facebook group just take a few minutes of their day to go along there, fill in on the sign, become undersigned, and then also take an opportunity to add your voice to the testimonials page, which again, let's have a look at how many of those. We have a backlog of these because unfortunately my button basher Claire has injured herself and can't bash buttons, so it's put a bit of a slowdown on things. But here we have a long list. All those dots represent a testimonial, I believe. So if you could just get yourself in there, put your details in. Now this testimonial is answering the question, in essence, very simply. I haven't put exactly what I want there. I need to change the wording on that. The question is, what is the effect of cannabis and its prohibition on your life? So have an opportunity to jump in there. But I've digressed. See, you're in Phil's mind. See how it bounces everywhere. So anyway, I've put the WTU mission statement on the Crowd Justice. There's a link there, so anyone reading will be able to go and undersign, which I've just encouraged you all to do. And then I've put this paragraph in here, which I can see a few typos already, and a bit of the wording's a bit muffed up. But the question is, now, when I click on this link to terrorism, by the way, which will open the hyperlink, we'll see where it takes us. It takes us to legislation. Oh, Terrorism Act. So, I'm not in this act. Terrorism means the use or threat of violence. So, I suppose it's difficult. This is wait there. It's only terrorism if it's against the British government or the public. Well, the government is using it against us, the public, and they're using it for advancing their political beliefs and protecting their invested interest in the pharmaceutical cannabis industry. It does involve serious violence against people and properties. And a gentleman was killed last year, so it does endanger people's lives. There is a serious risk to our health, the cannabis community that is. But does it qualify under the Act? Can the government commit acts of terrorism against the people by having a fraudulent piece of legislation that has got no foundation in science and is based on greed and racism, which can be proven? So I need your opinion, folks. Do we keep terrorism and a link to that page? Or do we go with, here we could actually, discriminatory licensing practices. It is what I go on to discuss in the next paragraph. Discriminatory licensing practices currently only allow wealthy corporations to purchase special licenses from the Home Secretary to cultivate cannabis to then market for medical purposes at high profits. These discriminatory licensing practices deny the common people of the land equal rights to cultivate cannabis for their own private, adult, non-commercial purposes, to seek sustainability and independence from the extortionate pharmaceutical cannabis industry or unlicensed cannabis market. So that covers the financial discrimination and economic discrimination, I feel. But what do you feel? If you would just comment below. Are the government terrorists? Do you feel terrorised by their law? And that is ultimately the question. Do their threats of violence against you, your home, make you feel terrorised? They are saying if you touch cannabis, if you possess it, if you cultivate it, if you prepare it, if you share it with friends for medical purposes or otherwise, they will smash your door down, arrest you, take you home, take your life, take your liberty. I feel pretty fucking terrorised, if I'm honest. I lie awake every night terrorised, can't sleep, fear of being busted. So if any of you feel that way, say thumbs up, keep terrorism. If you don't feel terrorised and if you don't feel it's a form of governmental terrorism against its own people for their own financial gain, I do go on about fraud, conspiracy and terrorism further down, because it's fraud by abuse of position, misleading the British public and withholding information that was in the public interest, all evidently for public gain. So let me know what you think. I'm going to carry on writing. I'll leave it as it is for now until this conversation has developed. Now, obviously, I can't leave it forever. This is meant to be Monday. I intend for this to go live Monday the 7th at 4:20. So in that case, what day is it today? Friday, 4th of the 9th. Fucking hell, man, my body's broken. Excuse me a minute. Just got to wait for spasms and thoughts to come back. Sunday, gives us till Sunday. Now, my daughter's home, so I'm on daddy duties from later today, but I will be able to submit this for review by Sunday, Tita. I need to give him 24 hours, so I'll be submitting this by Sunday. So let's just say this post can have 24 hours from now. Do you feel terrorised? Do you want us to make our case that the government is committing terrorism against our community of people who recognise cannabis for its many benefits, against the government lies? Okay, so give us your vote, folks. Let me know what you think, and I'll just do whatever you want. Simple as that. So I'm going to carry on adding other bits and pieces. In the meantime, please don't miss this chance to add your voice. I do. Obviously, I believe in this. Otherwise, I wouldn't give every ounce of spare energy and strength I have to this. So I obviously believe in it. But I really do believe that if we can get all of this information that I've collated, and it's a heck of a lot, Robert and the barrister, they don't know what's going to hit them. Imagine that getting to the judge and to jury, right? So I need your help, people. I need you to get behind this. I need you to believe in it the way I do. Dedicate the way I have. Get in there, undersign. Get in there and put your testimonials. Share the website. Raise awareness. Get more people to know. There's apparently 5.4 million people use cannabis in the UK. For some reason, we've only got 5,700 of them in our group. Now, we might have to find a new platform because Facebook is about to become even more Nazi state, so any of these live videos have got even more chance of getting me arrested, judging by what we've seen in Australia. So we might have to find a new platform very soon. So please just get in there, get connected, and let's get on with this and try and stop this injustice happening, because there's too many lives destroyed, and it's not by cannabis, it's by their laws. Their laws have caused more harm. So, you know, what's terrorist? Anyway, I'm going to go. My arm's knackered. Have a vote, have a think, let me know what you want me to do. Lots of love, people. Keep your spirits high.